This is how much money I made last month as a content creator on TikTok. I don't like clickbait, so I'm just gonna tell you the number and then break it down after. So I made $10,547.63 USD in the month of May on TikTok, and here's how it all breaks down. Before we jump into the numbers, if you don't know me, my name is Brett, and I make tech and smart home videos here on TikTok. I have about 450K followers, and one really important thing to understand about these videos is I'm not making them to brag or gloat. I'm making them for three reasons. One, and most importantly, I want to be fully transparent with you guys what I am making as I'm making these videos. Two, I want to help out other creators in my niche by creating optics into all of this and how it all works. And three is the business and finance side of this whole creator thing is something I find very interesting, and I like making videos about the things I find interesting. So let's get into the numbers. So there are three conventional revenue sources for us as creators. The first one is the creator fund. This is the money that TikTok pays you directly as a creator to generate views on their platform. I, being in Canada, don't have access to the creator fund, so my total revenue from the creator fund was $0. Second revenue source is affiliate links. These are links that you have in your bio or elsewhere on your profile that you get a commission of the thing that you're linking to if the person purchases it. I like to use Amazon for my affiliate links, and for this month I got $47.63 revenue from my Amazon affiliate links. A little bit later this month as it wasn't something I really focused on. The last category is brand and sponsorship deals. This is where you work with a brand directly and they pay you a lump sum to make a video or promote their product. This is the main revenue stream for most influencers, and I particularly had a good month here during May. So my total brand and sponsorship revenue was $10,500 USD for the month of May. And that is exactly how much revenue I made during the month of May on TikTok. Now there's a whole bunch of other considerations here, the main one of course being taxes, that is pre-tax income, and of course as influencers we have to pay taxes. The other thing is this number does go up and down very aggressively. Perfect example of this is I haven't made one of these videos in the last few months because I haven't been posting as much and there's barely been anything trickling in. So it's important to understand that there's ebbs and flows here. Other than that, let me know if you guys have any questions on this stuff at all, whether it's how expenses work, how taxes work, how setting up the business works with all this. Like I said, this is a very interesting thing to me personally, the whole business side of all this, and I'd love to show you guys more of it if you find it interesting. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll catch you later. Oh, I'm so excited! Inside this box is a brand new product from Apple that just came out like a few days ago. This thing is an absolute game changer and there's like nobody talking about it. So let me unbox it and show it to you. And no, it's not the headset. Sorry. So this is the 15-inch MacBook Air, and the fact that this thing even exists is a huge deal. Here's why. Specifically, this has to do with the 15-inch screen size on this thing and the fact that it's available on their baseline model of MacBook. You can see here the 13-inch Air versus the 15-inch Air. Historically, Apple has always gate-kept their larger screen size on their MacBooks for the higher spec models. This means that if you needed a larger screen size but didn't need any of the crazy specs, you were forced to spend a bunch more money. They also do this famously with the iPhones, where if you want the highest storage option, like 1 terabyte, you have to buy the Pro model even if you only need the specs of the regular iPhone. Now, this is in theory great business, but it doesn't really work out for us consumers. That is, until a few days ago, where you can now finally get the baseline model MacBook with a larger screen. Now, this is particularly exciting because the current baseline model M2 MacBook Air, this is my 13-inch one that I've been daily driving for about a year now, is one of the best, if not the best, bang for your buck laptops on the market. Actually, no, it is definitively the best bang for your buck laptop on the market. If you've been living under a rock and somehow haven't heard me raving about this thing in the past year, the M2 chip in the MacBook Air is one of the most powerful processors out there, especially in its price range. It blows everything else out of the water. The performance of it is insane. It can handle editing, games, whatever you want to throw at it. The M2 chip is going to beat it out. The battery life on these machines are insane. The screen quality is insane. The form factor is insane. The M2 Air is going to be the go-to laptop for over 95% of people. And a lot of the time, the only reason I'd recommend getting the Pro is if you needed the larger screen size. Now that's not even the case. I recommend the M2 MacBook Air to pretty much everybody at this point. If you need the larger screen size, you can just upgrade for a few hundred extra bucks. Anyway, that's that. Apple released a 15-inch version of what I think is the best laptop that's out there right now. Super exciting. I'm going to make some more in-depth videos on this thing later on, but I was just really excited to receive it and I wanted to show it to you guys. If you do have any questions or anything you want to see specifically, please let me know in the comments there. Thanks for following along. I appreciate all of you.